My girlfriend said I needed a new jacket. My jacket was, she didn't like it. So I said, fine, we'll go to the store. And I had this jacket, and I didn't know if I liked it. And I said, okay, I'm going to take a picture, I'm going to put it on Facebook. And she was mad. She's like, just make a decision. I said, no, I want a couple people will say it. It became one of the longer threads I've ever had. The people who liked it and said, well, this, I said, should I have my pea coat, should I have this? And it became this huge discussion of whether I should keep this jacket, whether I should get the other jacket. Pea coats, they're classic, whatever. And so I mean, that's a really simple example. It's my jacket. Why would anybody care about my jacket? These are people from all over the world, literally. Most of them will probably never see this jacket. But they were invested in that. Now, think of your projects. Things that people care about. Asking them for how to do something better, how to do this, if they can help. Getting those resources of something that matters. Not my stupid jacket. Not this one. But just think about that. Like, if you can grab all the people who care about things in general, and then what you're doing specifically, there's a lot of power there, and that's the power of social media. Now, crowdfunding. Anybody know what crowdfunding is, or potentially have used crowdfunding?
There's
Kickstarter, right? Who here has heard of Kickstarter? Okay, so that's a good learning curve. Do you know about Kickstarter?
Yeah, you can try.
Okay, I'll tell you. So Kickstarter, what you do, you have a specific project. Now this is where it's important to be realistic, because you are asking people for money. When you ask people for money, it is much more important to be realistic. So you have a goal, and that goal is what you want, and that goal is financial. So you want, let's say, $10,000 for this specific purpose. Now what you're asking people to do is donate money to that, give money, rather, for this. Within this, they will get things. If they give $10, they'll get a signed picture of this, or a digital copy of that. 25, 50, 100, 1,000, 10,000, they'll get different things. So there's a reason to help push them to donate more, potentially. And it's a certain amount of time. So let's say August 30th. If you do not get the money, this is Kickstarter specifically. If you do not get all of that money, those people get their money back. You don't get anything. That's how Kickstarter works. And there are people who have had very successful campaigns because they've had a realistic goal, they've had good levels of money. It's an art to an extent how to do this correctly. You do a video, there's a lot more to that. But the point being, there are people who have funded their projects through doing this. They tell their friends, if you could donate $5, $10, that all adds up, right? So that's what crowdfunding is. So Kickstarter is one example, Indiegogo is another, there are many. Some of them are like Kickstarter, where if you don't get all the money, you don't get anything. Some of them, if you get some of the money, you get that money. And then they get a bigger percentage if you don't meet your goal. So it's important to know about that if you might need money for your project. Because this is a way to use social media, once again, to connect with people all over the world. They share it with somebody else. You don't need to just ask the people you know, or the people in your community, or whatever else for money. You can have this project, and then people who like this sort of a thing can share it with other people.